I did it. I checked out every single K-pop group in history, all the way from 1992, Seo Taiji and the Boys, up to 2024, 5th gen K-pop music. The generation thing's kind of weird, so in this video, I solidified, like, here's certain breakpoints of what I considered 5th gen. Again, these are, like, I think fan terms. The actual industry themselves don't call themselves XYZ gen. I think this is much, very, very fan-made. Realistically, it doesn't really matter, because the music, some of them are timeless. You have 3rd generation artists still active today. You have 5th generation artists that started and ended within the same time, right? You have people disbanding left and right. This is the nature of the K-pop industry. So what I also did was, instead of just checking out all these groups like chronologically or alphabetically, I think that was a bit boring. What I ended up doing was tossing every single K-pop group into a marble race, and just have whoever wins the race, I'll check out like the top 2 groups. And what this ended up doing is it created a very fun experience for me and my viewers. Well, when I did this live, people would cheer for a certain marble, and then that marble would explode or fall off the map. And, you know, emotions was had, and you could root for your favorite group to be next. And I thought it was a very, very exciting and very entertaining experience. One of the best series. I think people tune in week after week just to, you know, be here for the whole thing. And yeah, it was a little bittersweet when we finally reached like our top 10 remaining marbles. Again, no way is it indicative of whether a group is good or not. But throughout the whole time, we did vote on what we enjoyed the most with a numeric score, using 50 as like the average, like, oh, this would be the most generic or average K-pop song, or, you know, if it was higher than 50, then you enjoyed it more. If it was less than 50, you didn't enjoy it as much. Again, within me and my group of peers, we tend to have a specific bias, which is a lot of us started listening to K-pop because of girl groups, so a lot of us will enjoy girl groups a bit more. So yeah, this will be a short video detailing some of the experiences of that journey, which did take a course of around 5 months, over the course of like 30 or so streams. And yeah, you'll get my commentary and some fun facts throughout the video. Enjoy the journey. And remember, it's not about the destination.
Also, I want to mention there are some groups I knew going into this, so I did not include them in the marble races. So if you don't see popular groups like Blackpink, Girls' Generation, as I already know who they are, I'm not going to check them again, you know, for the sake of this, you know, just to make things shorter, because this was a very long experience. I've put together a presentation for you guys. K-pop marbles, the presentation, chat. Crazy. We started this in May 1st. I think that was the first day of K-pop Marble stream. And over the course of however many weeks, we used to do it 3 times a week. But then eventually I was like, oh man, that's a lot. At some point I made the executive decision. I said, hey, we're gonna do K-pop Marbles once a week. And you know, it's something to look forward to. It's like the weekend, but in the middle of the week. And I think a lot of you guys enjoy that. And it was a way to really break up the week and really, I think ultimately it was better for K-pop Marbles, because one of the things is when you check out a lot of groups consecutively, what ends up happening is the groups start to meld together. So if we checked out like 20 groups a day, every single day, the boy groups, some of them start to like meld together in your head, and you couldn't even tell what you were like, what group you listened to. And that was like the fatigue I was experiencing. Look, there are some of you out there that might be freaks. You could listen to all 500 groups in a day. Like, you guys might be like insane like with this kind of stuff. For me, a little different. Like, I experienced fatigue as I was going through some groups, especially if you're listening to a group that you don't really enjoy. We had 0 skip. We did not skip a single group in terms of like listening to the song. We listened to all the songs fully through. We did not. Some of you might have dipped out, okay? I'm not gonna say that's cheating or whatever. Not all of you were with me on the journey all the way, and that's okay, because things come up. But obviously we have certain preferences, you know? Yeah, and there was hidden gems too. Like, there were groups that we didn't know, especially when a new group comes out and they like surprise you out of nowhere, right? All right, 450 groups, 31 days of streams, not 31 days in a row, so that was like you know, definitely this whole thing took way more than one single month, with one goal. Here it is. The goal, chat, is to check out every K-pop group in history, and we did that. And the criteria we set out was this, because I know, right? If you don't set out the criteria, you don't set out like the parameters, everyone's gonna be arguing. Is Triple S 4th gen? Is it 5th gen? Is Kiss of Life really 5th gen? Like all this, right? So I said, here are the cutoff dates. And then with that, we got that out of the way, right? We never argued. Every time we saw a group, we looked at the date, we checked with the chart, bada bing, are they 5th gen, are they 3rd gen, bada bing, bada boom, and we moved on. I think this was genius, all right? I'm patting myself on the back here. Whatever, the criteria off the bat was the smartest thing I've done. We could just move forward. There were no arguments, absolutely zero arguments whether a group is this gen or that gen. Here are some discoveries. Because I am a girl group enjoyer for K-pop, we actually entered K-pop marbles with almost 20 plus, like almost 30 groups more of boy groups. So those days you were feeling like, why are there so many boy groups in K-pop marbles? It's because there is. The total amount of groups in my database that I pulled this out, there were 246 girl groups, 240 boy groups, with 7 mixed co-ed groups, right? But because I knew 37 girl groups going into K-pop marbles and only 8 boy groups, that means there were 23 more boy groups in the K-pop marble pool. So those days you were experiencing, oh, there were so many like boy groups, like what's going on? It's because, you know, that there's more boy groups to check out because I don't know them that well. So yeah, this is something I realized after pulling all the data together. I looked at the total first, I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty even. And then when I broke out the groups that I knew, I'm like, oh damn, no wonder so many streams were all boy groups. Crazy. All right, here's how the journey went. Okay, all the way up until the 31st stream, which is the last stream that we had on Wednesday. At the very beginning, when we started this off, I think we started the stream and we jumped right into it, right? Because I was excited. It was a new idea at the time, and we love ideas on this channel. We love smashing two things together. I did marbles in the past. I listen to K-pop. Bada bing, bada boom. That's how you do it. Marbles is a pretty popular thing, and so is K-pop. So I was like, you know what? This is a slam dunk success. I would call this a success. First day, we never had a day like day one ever again, boys. Day one was the day. Okay, let me drag myself over there. Day one was the day. Never had a day one ever again. That was what, 32 groups on the first day, 16 races altogether. Crazy day, crazy way to start K-pop marbles. And then as time went on, you see day 7 and 8, you know, those were the days where it was K-pop marbles every single stream of the week. So I streamed 3 times a week back then. So it was like every stream we did K-pop marbles, and it was late in the night. We were kind of tired. I noticed like we were tapering off. So I said, you know what? Let's just do it once a week. And then we were able to get more groups in. But then I got lazy. I'm not gonna lie. Day 15, 19, 20, I got lazy, chat. I got lazy, and I said, I said, oh, let's just do 5 races so we could do 10 groups and call it a stream. But then on the final day, you guys locked the fuck in, and we did the last 21 groups all together in one stream, and that was the finale of K-pop marbles. That was a fantastic stream. Ended off with Seo Taiji and the Boys, I believe. So yeah, this is the progression. Some days we did 20, some days we did 10. It is what it is, whatever we feel like. Here is the breakdown, but with gender, with group types broken out. Can't even remember all 400 groups. I don't blame you. So chat, here's the breakdown. There were a lot of boy group streams. You see here, on day 13, day 4, there was 13 groups. And then on day 6, there was 14 boy groups. There were way more streams where it was boy group streams. I thought it was like 3 or 4, maybe like closer to like 2. There were a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 if we include the last stream. 13 streams out of 31 were boy group streams. Look, I get it. A lot of us, especially because we're coming into this as ever afters, a lot of us enjoy girl groups, right? So it's only natural that we're not too inclined to it, but it's also, I feel like you can't knock someone for what they enjoy, right? We enjoy girl groups, that's what it is. Hashtag never rigged, never biased. That's all it is. And there was a few days where we had the co-ed groups come out, like Card, Cat Retriever. Stream will never be the same. You're right, it'll be better now that you're here. We picked up a lot of memes, entire Shrek movie, and then that led to entire Garfield movie, entire B movie. We have entirety of One Piece as an emoji. Fucking crazy. Whoever put that together. A lot of memes were had. A lot of memes were made. Like, fantastic. Oh man, I remember back in the early days, we were rooting so hard for Kepler, and then we were rooting for like G-Friend and then couple streams we just hit them like all back to back. And I'm so glad for those that did tune in for the final stream. I think BAP was probably the only group people knew, but you know, you guys still tune in. I love that. All right, chat. Here comes some rinky-dink analysis that I did. You know, I just put everything together on one spreadsheet so I can sort everything, and I bring to you the ranked songs. So this is top 10 best songs from K-pop Marbles, and then top 10 worst songs we listen to on K-pop Marbles. And we'll do more analysis. If there's something that you guys want, I can do it on the fly. This is just stuff I put together. This is not the full extent. If you guys want to know like how many groups scored above 80, how many groups scored below 50, like I'll let you know. We could do that on the fly. All right, so top 10 best songs on K-pop Marbles was BV's with Maniac. This song right up top, with an average score of 95. That was crazy good. That was crazy good. Not to mention, throughout this whole journey, we learned so much about different groups. Like some groups are just like old groups, but rebranded, right? And it kind of worked. Like Luna became Artemis. VV's good example, fantastic example right here. Coming out number 2 was High 4. This was a song where I think chat got really emotional for this one. And look, chat, I get it. This one might be a little biased because IU's in here, right? And chat loves IU. If IU was in K-pop Marbles, I think IU would have been number 1. So yeah, chat, this is number 2. Coming out number 3 was T-ara with Roly Poly. I think this one was a chat favorite. At number 4, we had 101 with Beautiful. This one, the cover on Universe Ticket made me tear up. Coming out at number 5, the fifth highest rated song, Lovelies with Achu, which I keep confusing. I always sing for some reason. I sing Lovelies in the tune of Lilac from IU. So I go, Achu, na 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 na. But that's not how the song goes. It's more like Me Gustas too. Number 6, we had G-Friend. At number 7, chat, was Momoland with Boom Boom. Boom Boom. The 8th highest rated song across K-pop Marbles was EXO with Call Me Baby. I had no idea we rated Signature that high. I think there might have been some bias, but I'll never admit it. But damn, was Signature high up on the list. From Maknae to Leader, classic. Alright, and then our 10th highest voted song was TraxX with Blind. So looking back, TraxX is a K-rock group, but within the database that I originally polled, they were part of it. Going in, I had no idea they were K-rock. I thought they were K-pop. So if you want to disqualify TraxX from the top 10, then the true number 10 would be Brave Girls with Rollin'. This one was unbelievably, like, actually insane. I think because Western rock is so like predominant, right? So it's tough. I think it's just extra tough for K-rock to like penetrate the market. I think for pop, it was like there's a perfect space, and then Psy, like BTS, like they kind of like paved the way, right? So to say. All right, chat. So that was our top 10 best songs of K-pop Marble, according to community votes. Yeah, and then here, chat, is the top 10 lowest scoring songs. I don't want to play these again. I didn't enjoy these. The groups out there, the people that enjoy them, that are out there, you know, it's for them. It's for them. In terms of scoring, chat. In terms of scoring, so it is very true that, chat, we enjoy the girl groups more. However, did you know that on average, the mixed groups came up on top? The co-ed groups are actually the highest rated average out of the three. I think the problem with a lot of the ratings is because there's just more of them. But yeah, so on average, the boy groups scored a 54.75. Girl groups scored 58.6. And the mixed groups, 66.1. So the mixed groups are actually the higher scoring groups out of the three. Yeah, not many mixed groups, right? What's the top mixed group? Very good question. Very good question. I can pull that up right now. So yeah, questions like that, I'll definitely, I'll let you guys know. All right, mixed group is... Akmu was the highest mixed group, which makes sense because Akmu is fantastic. Best songs per generation. Oh, that's good. Let's see. Good question. Okay, the best first generation song is... The best first gen is TraxX. Best second gen is T-ara, followed by Brave Girls. Best third gen is 101. Best fourth gen is Signature. And then best fifth gen was Reseen, with May Liz right behind. Third gen was definitely maybe a little biased. May Liz is the second best fifth gen group. And then Vicha we seem to really enjoy as well. Catch the Young actually really fucking high up. Holy. Yeah, the third gen was stacked. Third gen was stacked. Thanks for being part of our journey. This is the beauty of K-pop. There's so much to enjoy, and this is what happens when one guy says, "Let's check out every single K-pop group in history." Double move. So yeah, chat, spam clappy, because you were here. You guys made it happen. Otherwise, it would have been just me sitting by myself, like really boring in a room. So yeah, hopefully we changed the scope of how content creators tackle this type of content. And you know what? I feel free to call it the K-pop Marbles Challenge or the K-pop Challenge to check out every single group. But I think this was a amazing experience. Yeah, just as a final note, it's so interesting to see throughout history how K-pop has evolved and changed, and the types of experiments that they tried and didn't really take off. Like you have currently in 2024, a K-pop group that's trying to emulate like 80s house music, but their music video doesn't even have over 100 views at the time of to my knowledge, which is pretty crazy. But you know, Nukudum is a whole entire thing on its own. I feel like that deserves its own video. But yeah, it's I highly encourage other people to also do the same if you really want to experience like the history of K-pop for yourself. But yeah, I think that's really it for this video. If you guys have any questions or anything, you know, I'll try to answer them down below in the comment section. Otherwise, have a good one, and I'll see you at my next dumb video idea.